Hello and welcome. My name's Eddie Hernandez, and today I would like to talk about the issue of human slavery. Now, I think we can all agree that human slavery is wrong, it's immoral, and it should not be tolerated in our world. But the bigger question is why? Why is human slavery considered so evil? Now, before we tackle that question, we need to have at least a basic definition of human slavery. While there are many forms of slavery, I think we can at least boil down the idea to a simple concept. And that is when one human being forcibly subjugates and controls another human being. Now, there are many scenarios that can be considered as slavery, but this at least gives us the basic idea. Now, back to the other bigger question as to why slavery is evil. Why do we consider it evil and immoral? Well, it's my opinion that the answer to that question is quite simple and fundamental to all of us. You see, it has to do with the very core of human nature. Let me explain and maybe expand on that. You see, I believe that every human being born in this world or in this universe is born with a deeply rooted spirit of freedom and a desire to be independent. If we expand on that even more, I think we can all agree that we're born with a spirit of, or that we're all born with a spirit of adventure, for example, of wonder, of inquiry. We're born with the spirit of exploration and learning, the spirit to thrive and to survive, to expand our knowledge by exposing ourselves to new encounters and new ideas and new experiences. And of course, no one can deny that we're all born with the spirit to commune with one another, to share our joys and our sorrows with others, the spirit to feel and to care, to cherish those that we love, and of course to bond with family. And on top of all that, I think we're all born with a very important spirit of autonomy and sovereignty over our own possession of this miracle we call life. Now, this is why anyone that seeks to limit, restrict, crush, or destroy this spirit of freedom is not only committing a crime against the very essence of living, but is also in danger of becoming a sort of thief, liar, a slave master, and ultimately a murderer. Remember, all too often, history has demonstrated the terrifying consequences that result when those in power or who have the power seek to impose, mandate, and dictate their will forcibly on the masses. If you look at history, the loss of life in these situations can be numbered in the tens of millions. You see, so no matter how well-meaning it's being presented, no matter how it's being rationalized on the mainstream media, and no matter how many times they repeatedly say that being enslaved is for our own good and for the good of the community, no matter how many times this propaganda is being repeated to us, anyone who is responsible for stamping out this human spirit of freedom will inevitably be guilty of stamping out the very meaning of human existence. And this is why I believe human slavery is evil. You see, now I'm better understanding, I'm better appreciating the depth and the significance of Patrick Henry's famous words when he said, "Give me liberty or give me death." Now, it seems that in today's society, many are screaming the opposite. Take my liberty and give me safety. But I, for one, am inclined to believe that liberty is ultimately more precious than life itself. Now, I'm not a man fond of war or of violence, but I am convinced that we all, as one global human family, have a duty to strive and to sacrifice in order to keep the flames of the human spirit alive. Now, if we don't, then we will, by our negligence, consign our posterity to the very real possibility of living in a world of mass human enslavement. Now think on that for a second. Is that something you want for your children or for your grandchildren? I, for one, do not. So until next time, as you ponder these thoughts and ideas, remember that no matter who you are, no matter where you are, always strive to be a source of light in your corner.